last week I finished the larger piece and put some clear on there, some polyacrylic, and then figured that I needed one more board, so I created it real fast, and I'll show you kind of how I painted it. I use really cheap craft paint, acrylic paint that I got from Walmart, and just used a couple different colors on here. And so real simple. All I did is I wanted to make it look gray, and so I just want it to look like weathered wood, and I didn't use any particular crazy method with this. Just mixed some paint to make it look weathered, and then added some browns and things like that inside it to give it that look. Now on the other one, I kind of ran out of some paint, and I wish I wouldn't have put the red brown in there, because I kind of like the gray look. But I'm gonna make this match, so I probably would have been happier just leaving the wood like this. Like I said, I wanted to match the other stuff. So real quick, I get to make some weathered looking boards, just with some, probably a couple different colors. Make sure I hit all the edges. The other pieces the kids just did, I don't know if that's going to be something I want to use long term, so I didn't put a whole lot of effort into them, because they wanted to paint them, and we'll see. We'll see if I use them next year. All right. Now I'm just going to go with the grain of the wood, because I got the front done. Put a little bit of detail. I think the shadows would naturally go inside the grains of the wood. And in the other one, I had a little bit of red. I'm not a fan of this, but I did it on the other pieces, so. Oh, that wasn't the red that I was looking for. I don't know what the heck I used there. Oh, that does have the reddish tint that I was using, but it's so wet right now that it's just mixing in. Okay, I might have to let this dry a little bit. Add some highlights to the areas that are raised. And go into the areas that are a little bit darker. You can really use the same brush for this and make a mess. Now I'll go into the darker areas. And I cut these in with when I was making the piece. And then I created a little nodule like it was an old bolt here. I did that on the other ones. This piece of wood looks a little bit different than the other ones, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I like about this stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's blend those edges in just a little bit. Maybe a crack over here. Goes all the way down the wood. And one more. Natural crack that goes down. And there. Look like aged driftwood. And then I will add that to the outside of the window and end up painting the back of it as well, and then putting the polyacrylic coat on there. But real quick paint job on the foam. Looks like weathered wood. Easy stuff.